investment. And we don't like to do that because of the debt. But we're going to have to invest billions of dollars to jumpstart the economy. People have to start having confidence that the market is going to level off. But right now, consumer confidence is at an all-time low, at least since the Depression.
Treasury Secretary Bernanke, no, I'm sorry, Federal Reserve Chairman Bernanke is infusing $1 trillion of cash from the Federal Reserve System into the economy, to boost the economy. Is there a worry that it will destabilize the dollar around the world?
I'm not an economist, and I'm not on the committee of jurisdiction. I know the Federal Reserve is supposed to be reserved for extraordinary things, but this is an extraordinary. So I support the decision that has been made.
Last question.
All right.
The YouTube, let's talk about YouTube for a second. Very unusual what this group did. They are called the AP3C Green Jobs Conference. They put out a YouTube video yesterday morning. It is a direct call for action by you to support 100% auction of carbon credits created under the federal cap and trade law.
That's something I do know something about, so I can speak to that. The President's proposal is to cap carbon emissions across the industry, especially in coal-fired plants where carbon is being emitted by the millions of tons into the atmosphere. What the President wants to do, and many in Congress want to do, is to cap those emissions at 1990 levels, and to require companies who do emit to turn in allowances. Every time you emit a ton of CO2, you turn in an allowance. The question is, do we give those allowances to the industries? Do we sell the allowances to the industries? And do we give some and sell some? And that's the political debate that we're involved in now. The President wants to sell all of the allowances and take the revenue from the sale and to use it wisely. One idea would be to help low-income and lower middle-income families with their utility bills. That's one way of doing it. Another group wants to do a cap and dividend, where you take the revenue from the sales permits and give per capita to different households. But then there are others who are moderates who say, well, maybe we need to give some away to the steel industry, some of the industries that are really suffering from foreign competition. Maybe we need to give it to them free, but yet get other industries to pay for it. And I don't think we're smart enough to figure out which ones ought to get it free and which ones ought not to get it free. And so what the President has come up with, and I'm intending to support that idea, and that is to auction off for value all of the allowances and to take that money and use it wisely. We're talking about $600 billion over the next 10 years that we can get in revenue. And if we use that revenue wisely, not use it just to balance the budget. If we use it to invest in technology, research and development, if we invest in energy efficiency, then it will be something that I could support.
A lot of people get their electricity from municipalities in Eastern North Carolina. The municipalities get their electricity from electricities in North Carolina. That includes Greenville, Wilson, Rocky Mount. Is that going to make their light bills go up?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And there's no question that every utility bill in America is going to be affected because electricity is derived from coal. Many of the plants that provide our electricity are coal-fired. And when you burn coal, it puts carbon up into the atmosphere.
But if you had a voter sitting in your office right now today that said, I can't pay my light bill now, what am I going to do?
That's what I said to the President 2 weeks ago. I met with him in the White House, and I explained it to him in greater detail than what you just said. And he said, I get it, and I will set aside a portion of the revenue to offset the harm that's going to be realized by low-income people. What that means is a reduction of payroll taxes for the low-income people, increase of the earned income tax credit, increase of the child tax credit, and maybe some type of offset actually on the utility bill itself. But I'm on the committee that will be making these decisions. Many of these things that you just asked about, I'm not no authority on, but I kind of know the energy stuff. And I'm on the committee. I'm the vice chairman of the committee. And we're writing legislation. And I'm gonna make sure the centerpiece of my work in 2009 is to make sure that poor people and middle income people, at least those at the lower end, do not get hurt by the energy legislation that we're gonna pass.
All right.
That's my project.
We know you gotta go. Thank you very much.
All right.
Congressman
Yeah.
Butterfield, First District, North Carolina.
Thank you. Hey, guys. All right. Did I lose the principal?
No,
Yeah.
no, you did fine.
Wanna
Yeah,
speak over there.
she run off.
All right.